My friends, welcome back. If you've been following this mini-series of recording the perfect guitar tone, you know that I asked you which video you wanted to see Jeff Loomis give his input on, and everyone seemed to want to hear his outlook on pick choice. If you haven't been following the series, well, you've been missing out. We've already gone through guitar setups, guitar choice, pickups, and tone woods. But after you've decided on guitar, had it set up and it's tangibly in your hands, you have to decide on the next important decision, finding the right pick. And this will mainly be based on the feel you're going for and style of music, but I'm gonna shut up now and let a guitar god speak on how integral this overlooked factor can change your tone and the way that you play forever.
One really big thing in my playing is, or in my guitar playing, is my guitar pick. And I use a Dunlop 1.5 millimeter sharp pick. And this has been with me now for years. And it's a really important part of my playing because it really kind of gets the pick attack that I want. And I just focus on using the very tip of the pick. And I try not to dig too deep on the strings, otherwise it kind of catches. But when you just use the tip, kind of like the end of a phonograph needle hitting the record, it's just kind of the same way when you're hitting the string. I have used picks like this in the past before, more for like rhythm playing and stuff, but I just find that it doesn't attack the string like I really like. Kind of hear this the note ringing, but when you play with a pick like this, it really attacks the string. There's more of that aggressive kind of sound, which I like. So you can really hear the string kind of chirping and such. So that's really the sound I dig when I'm playing leads. For me, it's always been the Sharpie pick, and it's part of my sound. I think when I first started using, first off, heavy guitar picks has always been in my playing because I tend to think that using a lighter pick, it almost kind of starts melting in your hand if you're playing fast passages. So I knew I needed something heavy. So I remember back in the day when I first started, I was using, I believe, a Fender Extra Heavy, but even though I loved the thickness of the pick when it hit the string, I still wasn't getting the tone that I was looking for with the chirpiness, as I was saying before, of the string hits. So some friend of mine back in the day had a sharp pick. It was a lot lighter than what this is. I think it was more like a 1 millimeter. So I could hear the attack of it, but I didn't like the way that the pick was bending when it was hitting the string. So I'm like, do they make that pick in something heavier? And then somebody brought me a 1.5 millimeter, and then I was like, yes, that is the one. So you can really hear it when you're playing fast passages, starting with the bridge pickup. And with Jeff Loomis Tone Forge, you can definitely hear that attack happening, and that's something I really love as far as the sound. So. And now I'll play a passage on the neck pickup. Pick attack is a huge part of my sound. So Tone Forge Jeff Loomis is something that we really worked hard on to get that accentuated attack when the pick is hitting the string. Check it out.
Well, after hearing that broken down, I have to try the pick he's talking about. I managed to get my hands on one of these. It is a pick of legend. This one actually says Nevermore on it. Don't try to read my fortune, I promise it isn't very good. Let's shoot this out against a few other picks you're likely to come in contact with. The classic red guitar center pick, a Dunlop 1mm, and a Dunlop Max Grip Jazz 3. We're gonna be sending these all through the rhythm cab on Tone Forge Jeff Loomis. So my opinion after messing around with these is that Jeff Loomis was right. There's something about the chirpiness. And they say that nothing ever comes good out of just using the tip. This guitar center pick totally killed the transient response and made the overall tone very muddy. When I switched over to the Dunlop, I started getting some of the attack back, even though the edge of the pick isn't very pointy, and the Jazz 3 with the grip actually felt the best, but had the second muddiest tone of them all. You can't just pick the pick. You have to let the pick pick you, or maybe pick a pick that you've never picked. All jokes aside, I think now we've realized how important pick choice actually is to our tone. So think about that the next time you grab a guitar and get ready to record. Stay tuned for the next episode, because I promise you're not going to want to miss this. If you're an engineer on the come up, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. You only have to do it one time. And tap that bell for notification so when a video drops, you know the location. Until next time, I'm out of here. I don't actually have a microphone on me this time. I'll just catch you guys later.